Minister Kenitra again. Sorry, I'm back doing another video. I want to say this. You really need to establish the way that you want your mind, your life, your speech, your appearance, your reputation to go. Jesus made himself of no reputation, and he considered himself to be equal to have the mind of God. We are in the form of God because God said in Genesis, let us make man in our own image. So God made us in his own image, and we have the appearance of mankind through the things that we do. We are separated by our actions from looking fully, completely like God. I've been watching Prophet Ed Branson, and I'm a person, I really don't want to put, anyone's name in my mouth. I like to keep it real in my relationship with God. And I put myself on a roster to roast myself because, first and foremost, I know that I need help with deliverance. If anybody needs God, it's going to be me. If anybody needs God before anybody else in your life, is going to be yourself. And we have such a long way to go. But it doesn't mean, just like a relationship, you got a mindset. A lot of people don't even have a mindset. They just want to go with the flow in a relationship. And that's why they keep going into relationships. And for certain people, they kind of find themselves and find a middle ground and find, a little backbone to hang on. Find out what you want to do in God. Work at it if you don't know, if you're unsure. But you got to get out of that place that you're unsure, because God is not going to accept all the way into Judgment Day if you just let life ride. You don't know what's going on. You don't talk to God. You don't try to ask other people, because when you feel like you're lost, I'm just going to put it like this, and you don't know what to do within yourself, God will speak through things, TVs, radios. Continue to live your life, but place yourself around things that God can speak through. If you feel, especially if you don't have a relationship with God and God is not talking to you and you're scared to do whatever, there are so many other things that you can do. Just like somebody who may want a good marriage, they start hanging around nice couples and letting somebody encourage them who has a successful marriage or a successful business. Whatever that they're getting themselves into, they are eager to find out. God holds us accountable because with everything that we want to do, he made the heart deep. Because when we have a thought about something, we ponder and ponder and ponder, and we wait till our heart gets filled. We think about it, then we fill our heart with the desire, and then whatever's in our heart, we will act out. We will act it out. Learn. Let your trials in life shape you and build you and mold you. Learn. Learn to get out of a complacency. You know what? I keep talking about naysayers around you and me, because you're going to have most of that on a job. You're not caring what somebody else thinks. But guess what? I can't minister only to people like that. There's a lot of people who do think about what somebody thinks about them. And that's why I got to keep saying in the video, don't worry about people. Don't worry about people and what they're doing and what they're saying and all these different things that are going on. Don't worry about people. Don't worry about them. And you got to work at it every day for some of you guys not to worry about those kind of people in your life. Get your life together. You can tell for the people who got their life together, after school, they go into more school. They realize that boyfriends and relationships messes up the vision of their structure of what they want in their life as a career. A lot of people find people in their careers and the stuff that they're doing. A lot of people don't date in their careers to do anything, to have mess ups, to have children. And so now that your life has went in shambles, like me, doing all this stuff. I had all these visions, but I never manifested it. I never let it seep down into my heart to manifest through actions what I really wanted to do. Not really. So here I am, 3 marriages later. You know what I mean? What am I to do now? Am I supposed to let the devil beat me up and discourage me? I easily could. You know why? Because my life is filled with so much mess. And how many of you feel like you've been through so much, or you feel like you can't get it right, you feel like you're unforgiving, you feel like you're hateful, suicidal, depressed, you feel like you're hateful, bitter, you feel like you complain or you're rebellious too much, you just feel like you can't get it together. Guess what? God takes those kind of cases. He specializes in castaways of the world, from the world. Castaways from the world. But guess what? God is accepting to castaways. But what do you do if you don't even accept God? You have to be casted away. Ooh, I felt that. You got to be casted away somewhere for your sins and for who you are, and that's what we think. That's why we go all the way to the point of death and going, there is no accountability for my sin. There ain't no accountability for my sin. There ain't no accountability for my sin. And we go, yeah, I know I'm going to answer to God one day, but God ain't like you. We forget that God is disciplinary. And a lot of us don't even know God, and we're sitting here trying to tell people about God. And you know what? It does seem like we don't have a lot to work with, because we're coming from a standpoint of what we've seen in our lives, and we're trying to tell you. And then we encourage you to start a relationship with God, but a lot of you don't want to, or you go, I don't know how, but you stay at that place. It's okay for everybody to start off not knowing what to do. They don't want to. They're kind of emotional. But as 15, 20, 30 years go by, neither does man understand it, and neither does God. Because we go down the street, we may tell ourselves, I don't want to be in another relationship. I've been hurt so bad. I've been hurt so much. That person did me so wrong. Even after 3, 5, 6 months, a year. You go down, get on one job, go down one street, be at one park, and see a fine sister or a sexy brother walking this dog or with their kid. And you go, I may reconsider for this one. Something inside of you rises up. Ooh, yeah. You know, I just may reconsider. After bumping into her a couple of times, the way that she talks, the way that she handles her life, the things that she do, the way that he or she thinks, well, they got it together. This may be the one. This may be the one to pull me up out of my misery. So if you ain't got something on the inside of yourself, like a receptor that responds off of something else, oh, I just may reconsider God. I'm going through some things right now. I've tried everything but God. And I really feel like I need to call on God. I feel that wooing of God. Maybe I need to call upon him. We don't even do that. We turn that down too. Because if it ain't got anything to do with the desires that we want in the flesh, we don't want to have nothing to do with it. We want that quick fix. And we feel like God take too long. He do take too long because he's building character. God ain't about the quick fix. He's about building character. Building a person. Everything that he's going to put you through, just like when you eat healthy food, it's going to help you live longer. It's going to make you full, but it's going to help you live longer and keep you in shape and go in the places that it needs to go. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Get all the getting you can get is out here. Be blessed.